And we continue with the path, which is your path and my path and of all other beings. And the reason for the fact that we experience difference in everything is that not all sparks or monads or divine God sparks left the source at the same time. That explains the difference in people, animals, in matter, in the forms itself. And we will attain all, sooner or later, this divine awareness. And we do that, and we did that already, partly, by entering the lower nature kingdoms. Mineral kingdom, we were many times there as God spark. So we were already stones, jewels. I'll give you an example. If you have a preferred jewel or a platinum, gold, silver, then it may be that you have gone through that line of evolution. When you first entered material world, you have a pet animal, let's say certain animals that you like, others you like, maybe not. So that could be that you went through that line of evolution of that animal. This explains, by the way, why the owner looks sometimes like his dog or his cat. One of the explanations. Now the Book of Light teaches how on the different levels of development, cosmic levels, the monads develop. Jesus said in the Bible, in my Father's house there are many, you could say apartments today. I have prepared for you. And that's exactly those 49 levels, cosmic levels I already mentioned, who become the inhabitations for the divine sparks. And the Book of Light teaches also, for instance, how our solar system developed. See, when you look at the sun, you see a being, a living being, an intelligence. We are not anymore aware of the cosmic wonders surrounding us because we are so deep involved in our day-to-day problems, caught enslaved by the Bilderbergers, by the Illuminati, who doesn't want us to know that we are gods in the making. And so, that being in the sun, see, in old times people prayed to the sun, but those who were wise didn't pray to the sun, but they spoke or meditated to the being in the sun. That's a difference. And we see how that being, Logos, called also supermonad, or an emanation of the supermonad, so to speak, took divine sparks from the center point and threw them into its system, into its solar system, on the planets that had reincarnated before on these structures, on these inhabitations, and then threw them into the solar system so they could experience their awareness of their divinity. And this is so mysterious. This is so wonderful. This is so almost unbelievable if you hear for the first time about it. See, it's like as above, so below, said Hermes. It's like a farmer who throws the seed into the ground. This is how the Logos, so to speak, took the monads, the divine sparks, and threw them in its system. And it's perfect, yet it's imperfect. If it would be perfect, the entire world would be perfect. What happens is that the divinity at the source, the reawakening of the universe, projects a divine aspect of itself into material world. An aspect, that aspect you could call God if you want. And we describe that in detail in the Book of Light as supermonad and so forth. We are not alone on that path. We have zillions of Deva angels and of other powers, spiritual powers, that we may not be aware of, who help us on the path. And this is why it was given now, this Book of Light, so a scripture could help us on the path.